What is up, Dynasty Leaguers? It's your boy Addison Hayes here to give you guys 10 stats that you need to know before your 2020 rookie drafts. These stats were taken from an article that I published on DLF titled 20 Stats That You Need to Know. And so in addition to the 10 stats in this video, there are 10 more in that article that you need to make sure that you go check out to be able to dominate all of your rookie drafts this offseason. Before I get into the stats though, I would like to say that all of these stats are taken from a database that I have that dates back to the year 2000, which gives us a nice 20-year history of past rookie classes and their NFL performances. So with that being said, let's get right into the stats. Stat number 1. Here's the list of all first-round quarterbacks with 60 or fewer touchdowns on 1,000 or more attempts in 3 collegiate seasons. Josh Freeman, Josh Rosen, Paxton Lynch, and Jordan Love. Not a great list to be on for the new heir to the Green Bay Packers and protege behind Aaron Rodgers. Stat number 2. Joe Burrow is the 5th quarterback to enter the NFL with 8,500 or more passing yards and 800 or more rushing yards in fewer than 40 games. The other 4 players, Andrew Luck, Patrick Mahomes, Deshaun Watson, and Lamar Jackson. Pretty favorable list to be on for the new 101 in the NFL draft and new Cincinnati Bengal quarterback Joe Burrow. I think this really shows his ultimate ceiling and also his floor. Andrew Luck, Pat Mahomes, Deshaun Watson, Lamar Jackson, that's a fantastic list. And if Luck was still in the league, probably would be 4 of the top 5 or 6 quarterbacks in Dynasty right now. So with confidence, draft some Joe Burrow in all of your Superflex or in the second round of all of your 1 quarterback leagues. Stat number 3, of the 10 rookie running backs drafted in the first round but outside the top 25, only 4 had a top 24 fantasy season in their rookie year. Those that did received at least 170 carries and 40 targets in those rookie seasons. The 2 most recent picks that fit this bill prior to Clyde EdwardsHelaire at pick 32 to the Kansas City Chiefs were Rashad Penny and Sony Michel in 2018. I think this shows Clyde EdwardsHelaire's floor and his ceiling, at least in year 1 with the Kansas City Chiefs. I think it's the more likely and more possible outcome that he becomes the guy, especially towards the second half of the year for Andy Reid and the Chiefs offense. But there's also that possibility that I don't think a lot of people are really talking about right now, that he might not be the guy that we expect him to be in year 1. Stat number 4. Here's a list of running backs drafted in the second round with 5,000 or more total yards rushing and receiving in under 45 games. LaMichael James, Dalvin Cook, Ray Rice, Matt Forte, and this year's Jonathan Taylor and J.K. Dobbins. Both of these running backs got pretty favorable landing spots when you think of Jonathan Taylor going to the Colts and J.K. Dobbins going to the Baltimore Ravens. I think Taylor's going to be a smash running back behind that offensive line, very much like how it was for him in Wisconsin. And I think J.K. Dobbins, much like Ray Rice, who is also on this list, is going to succeed very well in Baltimore, especially once Mark Ingram is out of the conversation. I think both of these running backs are in the conversation for top 3 overall picks in rookie drafts, and I would definitely feel very confident in taking either one of them anywhere that you can get them, from 101 down to 104 or 105 if one of them slides there. Stat number 5, there have been 7 quarterbacks to be drafted in the first round with 10,000 or more passing yards and 95 or more passing touchdowns in college. However, only 3 of those 7 quarterbacks have had at least 1 top 12 season in the NFL. Phillip Rivers, Jared Goff, and Chad Pennington. Justin Herbert now becomes the 8th quarterback to enter this list. Now, the new LA Chargers quarterback might have a lot of potential, especially when you look at all the weapons that he now has at his disposal. Keenan Allen, Mike Williams, Hunter Henry, and Austin Eckler out of the backfield is a dynamic combination of wide receivers, tight ends, and a dynamic pass-catching running back to really help out Justin Herbert as a young rookie quarterback entering the NFL. He has a lot of potential, especially as a 6th overall pick, and I think that potential could definitely be met as the 3rd quarterback off the board in all of your rookie drafts. So if you want, take some Justin Herbert with all of that star power on that offense to support him. Stat number 6, Justin Jefferson becomes the 9th Power 5 receiver drafted in the first round with a 100-plus reception season in college. The other 8, Rashawn Woods, Justin Blackmon, Sammy Watkins, Michael Crabtree, Amari Cooper, Brandon Cooks, Jeremy Maclin, and Nelson Aguilar. It's a pretty solid list with a lot of ups and downs. All but Woods and Blackman, however, had at least one top 24 season in the NFL. I think his ultimate ceiling would be a guy like Amari Cooper, or maybe more so a Michael Crabtree, who really came on throughout the second half of his career with the Oakland Raiders. But Justin Jefferson lands at a very favorable spot with the Minnesota Vikings, and we could see him succeed similar to how Stephon Diggs succeeded across from Adam Thielen. So Justin Jefferson is a pretty solid, I think, top 5 wide receiver right now in rookie drafts, and you should be able to grab him at the back half of your first rounds. Stat number 7. Henry Ruggs and Brandon Ayuk now become the 9th and 10th wide receivers drafted in the first round with fewer than 100 receptions and 2,000 receiving yards in their college career. This group has combined for 43 wide receiver 4 or worse seasons and only 12 top 24 seasons, 8 of which all came from Andre Johnson. So Andre Johnson is the ultimate ceiling for guys like Ruggs and Ayuk. I think that they are two very different players, and I'm not really sure how I feel about them in rookie drafts, especially at the beginnings of their career. I think Ayuk could be the better of the two players in a Kyle Shanahan offense opposite of Deebo Samuel. Everybody's going to give him the comp of, Emmanuel Sanders at the end of the 2019 season across from Deebo Samuel. Henry Ruggs, I'm really not sure on. I don't know what to do with him. He's an outlier in a lot of sorts, and now he joins a team with Derek Carr and Darren Waller as the only other target monster there. I don't know what to make of him. So if you guys are comfortable taking either one of those two players, go ahead and take them. I don't feel too great about it. I'm not going to lie. Stat number 8. Among running backs drafted in the second round, here are the top 5 backs in college career yards per carry on a minimum of 600 carries. Number 1, Jonathan Taylor, 6.67 yards per carry. Number 2, LaMichael James, 6.59. Number 3, Dalvin Cook with a flat 6.5. Number 4, Nick Chubb with 6.29. And number 5, J.K. Dobbins with a 6.15 yards per carry. I would also like to note that DeAndre Swift recorded a 6.56 yards per carry in college, but only on 440 rush attempts, so he didn't meet the 600 carry minimum that I had for the top 5 list here. I think this really shows you Jonathan Taylor's true ceiling with the Indianapolis Colts, especially behind one of the top offensive lines in the NFL. He's a straight line runner. He likes to hit the holes whenever he can, and that's really the ultimate ceiling for Jonathan Taylor in an offense that we saw Marlon Mack hit 1,000 yards in easily. So Jonathan Taylor, much better running back, much more versatile running back. I think he has a lot of upside that he can offer for the Indianapolis Colts and for fantasy football. Stat number 9. Out of 82 drafted tight ends that have entered the NFL with 60 or fewer college career receptions, only 6 have had at least one tight end 1 season in the NFL. Those 6 would be George Kittle, Richard Rodgers, Travis Kelce, Jordan Cameron, Jimmy Graham, and Visanthe Shiancoe. This does not bode well for new Chicago Bears tight end Cole Kmet, who's coming into the NFL with 60 career college receptions at Notre Dame. Already a lot of questions in terms of, playing time and snaps and target share, all that other stuff when you think about the Bears having just signed Jimmy Graham. Now Cole Kmet comes in, who's more of a blocking tight end as well as a receiving tight end too. So there's a lot of questions around Cole Kmet right now in the rookie class and in rookie drafts, and I'm really hesitant on taking him even before the 4th round of all of your rookie drafts. Stat number 10. Here's the list of tight ends with a sub 4.6 40-yard dash and a 20+% college career touchdown percentage. Jimmy Graham, Noah Fant, Albert Okwuegbunam, and George Kittle. I think that's a pretty solid list for the new Denver Bronco 4th round pick, Albert O. It's really interesting to see that Noah Fant is on this list as well, too, who was the Denver Broncos pick last year as well. I don't necessarily like the landing spot because of Noah Fant, and so that Albert O doesn't really have, the opportunity to be the team's tight end 1 as I would have liked him to be. But, there's a lot of things going on for Albert O in terms of athleticism. He's got chemistry with Drew Lock, they were teammates back in 2017 and 2018 at Missouri. And, I just think that there's a lot of upside with Albert O. And if that offense can all come together and work dynamically, I think his ceiling could be a very Dallas Goedert-y type role in the, first couple of years in the league for Albert O. So Albert O is still a solid pick for me. I think he fell down to the 4th round with the landing spot, but I'm still okay taking him just for some positive upside. And that is it. 10 stats that you need to know before your 2020 Dynasty rookie drafts. Like I said in the introduction, there are 10 more stats in the DLF article that I wrote up. That link is in the description down below, so please make sure you go check that out as well to help dominate all of your rookie drafts throughout the remainder of the summer. Please, guys, make sure that you are subscribed to DLF to this YouTube channel and ring that notification bell to be notified every single time that we drop a video, so you're the first one to know before we post it on Twitter or Facebook or anything else like that. Also, like the video and leave a comment down below if you guys have any dilemmas with any of your rookie picks, any decisions that you guys are making, or just want to talk some rookies and some landing spots as well too. We're always open to talk to and interact with people in the comment section. So thank you guys so much for tuning in and watching this video, and we will catch you guys later.